everyone, welcome to the Vigor Chronicles Deception Dev Diary stream. Before we proceed, please let us know if you can hear me well, if you can see me well. Can we get a thumbs up or some confirmation in the chat? Okay, and we have a go ahead. Amazing. So let's jump into the introductions because we have a bunch of lovely people with us today. And let's see them. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, guys. Can you please go around and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, all right. My name is Zora, and I'm a producer for Vigor.
My name is Filip, and I'm designer on Vigor.
Hey, I am Witchy, and I am a QA tester for Vigor.
Hello, and so this stream will be about the upcoming season, which is releasing tomorrow, Vigor Chronicles Deception. But before we delve into that, let's maybe address the elephant in the room, to say, which would be that we have just announced the date of the release of the PC version. So let's see a little roundup of the information, because we will not be taking care of this during this stream, but let's just answer some questions quickly so as to keep you all updated. Basically, we'll be releasing the PC version on Thursday, May 16. It will be in early access for $19.99, which is the price of the Vigor Reinforcements pack. After the full release, the contents of the reinforcements pack will be the thing that you will keep, the only thing that you will keep, because your progress will be wiped. Also, there will be no crossplay during early access. It will be PC only. But later on, we will introduce crossplay with the option to turn it off and on. Also, if we have some content creators currently in the chat, please do apply for our content program via Lurkit. I believe our lovely ladies and Tony will be able to post the link to our Lurkit into the chat. So throw it in there, guys. Thank you. And if you have any further questions, you can address either our FAQ on our website, and there will also be another stream on Thursday, where we will be answering all of your questions. So make sure to tune into that. And I see we have the links. Yeah, we have the link to the wish list pinned. So if you wish to wish list, do as you wish. And let's roll on. I think, oh yeah, I see you're already ready. So let's see that battle pass.
With fresh new cosmetics and some very fancy stuff.
Exactly. And basically, this update will be a little bit smaller than we are used to. So this Dev Diary stream, we will be able to delve into, a little bit about the behind the scenes, as to speak. So not only what will be in there, but what goes into actually making a new update, into releasing a new season. So maybe, Zorka, let's start off with you. What does the season theme decision process for different seasons look like?
Sure. So in the beginning, there is a page I share with the whole team, so each team member can add their ideas to. And after that, we have a brainstorming session with the design team and also the art team. And usually, in the end of this session, the final decision is made. And after that, the artists start working, like the concept art, and everyone else.
And as we can currently see, this season has a sort of a nautical theme to it. Dare I say pirate, even. And, well, that's definitely a question for you, Filip. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was, yeah.
Why was it chosen? Why pirates?
We were aiming for something. We were aiming for something different, for something new, something fresh, and we were thinking about what else, or what other group of Outlanders would look like. So we came up with this idea that would be wise in a situation like that. Would be wise to turn to the sea. because the outlands might be a bit dangerous and all that. So we saw potential in that. The nautical theme, as you rightly mentioned, is full of fresh ideas, full of fresh models, and we can even reach back to historical either details, costumes, whatever. So we went that way because we saw the potential in there.
But I mean, the first thing that I thought was, where are the wooden legs? I mean, it's a pirate season, so like, or
Yeah,
tricorn heads, or
I
something
mean,
like that.
we had a kind of a leg prosthetic in the season 17, right, with the monster. So it was considered, but in the end, it looked too like tacky or flashier. Wasn't right there. Wasn't diegetically in there. Wasn't fitting that much. But yeah, we went crazy with some. We went a little bit crazy with some cosmetics. So there's plenty of stuff for you to explore.
And you know what? Let's delve onto that lore aspect, because I feel like sometimes a lot of the players only see the cosmetics, but they are missing out on the story. Because usually you start off with a story or something like that. You mentioned different groups of Outlanders in there. So what are the groups of Outlanders in this update?
Well, in this update, it's basically focused like all the when you say groups, all of them are somewhat like centered or pushed to the sea for some reason. Let's say that the more that we have some uniforms that are more military oriented, like naval officers and naval soldiers. And we have some uniforms that have more historical and old and vintage details. So I wouldn't get too much specific because we barely, no, what, not barely, but we kind of like touched the subjects and touched the lore aspects of that, and let our like imagination take over and come up with interesting assets rather than trying to forcefully bring them together via lore or a story per se. But yeah, we tried to be imaginative and not too enclosed.
And yeah, so maybe, you know what, let's talk a little bit more about the assets. Because
Sure.
like, hey, that's why we're here today. So Zorka, the journey of before the asset actually makes it into the game is quite a long one.
Yeah,
Right, there's
kind
multiple
of is,
people,
yeah.
multiple departments,
Yes.
so maybe let's
Yeah.
let in.
Yeah, so
our players
usually
a
we
bit.
begin with the whole team with the ideas, then the brainstorming, as I already said, and after that we are sending the main assets like the uniforms to our concept artist, so he works on that. And after that, we can send it to our artists. We currently have around 12 of them. So all around the world, we got some people on our in our Thailand branch, and also here, of course, in Brno. And then we got some outsourcing people in in Kazakhstan and also in India. And they start working on that. And for example, the uniform, the work on that, like it lasts for 2 months to 3 months. So it's kind of long way. And after that, we send it to our animators, so they are doing the rigging and skinning, so it really works in the game. And after that, we send it back to our design team, so they do the configuration in the engine. And after the configuration, we just passed it to our QA team, of course. And they test it, and if there are any bugs, we have to like send it again back to the artist or to animator. If there are no bugs, we can like push it in the game and have it on the release and everything in the battle passes. So long story short, you know.
It would maybe it would be even quicker if we tried to make it like in real life the uniform.
Yeah. Yes,
possibly.
yes. Like 2 to
Or
3
like
like
it's
the
months.
video
cosplay.
game.
And that's the uniform. The backpacks are over 1 month, and the helmets are like 14 or 14 days or 3 weeks. It depends, but it really depends on each artist, on the like specific asset, on everything. Like it's a really complex process.
And even in the initial process, when we start to gather the reference pictures and start to like to shape the design vision,
Yes.
and we really like describing every little detail and aspect, and even to that extent that we think that the artists would like shout at us for being so descriptive. But
Yes.
we have some amazing artists that pay
Yeah.
attention to every detail and iterate so much with us, and the process is great.
Yeah, and because like
Just takes time. Good things take time. Yeah.
we've been working with our artists for a longer time, so they really know the game and they
Yeah.
can use their own imagination in it. So if they are not sure, they are of course asking us, but sometimes we just tell them, okay, do it your way, and it's really nice. It's really nice. Like you can see it right now.
And I have to say they did amazing job with
yeah.
this battle
Once
pass.
again.
So I would say maybe let's take these cosmetics into the natural environment and yeah,
Environment.
let's queue up. And maybe in the meantime we can also take a look at something that is truly, and I mean truly visually stunning, which is the new knife. Because I mean, just amazing. Can you please show it off?
What do you mean?
The new knife.
Your knife? Oh yeah. I can show it off with a skin,
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
and it's a very pretty one.
Yeah, waiting
like,
for server,
look
so
at
we
that,
will be in the
yeah.
game.
we have time.
Yeah.
And there is it without any sort of
Oh yeah.
weapon skin, or in this case, a knife skin. But I think the skin is really
Yeah, the
pretty.
weapon skin is really
Some
beautiful.
people might
It's really
question
nice.
if it's still a knife per se.
A machete maybe, but
I mean, but
It-
there
it's,
was
it's,
the
it's a bit
intention.
longer. It's a bit longer, right?
It is a bit longer. It's yeah. When I put it together, I like the vision of it, the design, the request for it. I already like knew that we want to have something. Well, we decided that we want something even longer than the John, which is kind of an overkill already. I'm not saying it's not realistic. It is, but it is an overkill. But we wanted something new. We wanted to try something even like take a step further from the boundaries, and yeah, it's reflected in the knife's parameters as well. It has a slightly longer reach, slightly higher damage. In terms of damage, it's I think it is the most powerful knife in the game. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But it's also reflected in the attack speed, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best one. It
But-
does not mean that. It does not mean that.
it is a machete. It's not a knife.
It is, yeah, but
Yeah, it's so
no, well,
Beautiful one, but-
it is a big knife, you know.
Yeah. Can
So basically, you shouldn't bring a knife to a gunfight, but definitely
The-
bring a machete to a knife
If,
fight,
Yeah.
right?
but if you bring a knife in the gunfight,
I mean, this
bring
knife,
this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
This knife, yeah.
yeah. The other players will be so amazed. They just stop shooting.
Oh yeah,
You can just
Take the breath away, yeah.
you might die, but you will win on style points.
yes,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah. In that pirate uniform with this machete.
You know what? I have seen it mentioned in the chat, so let's delve on the topic of weapons a little bit longer. Now I will start grilling you, Filip, because I think I would like to ask what a lot of our community has been asking.
Shoot.
Why is the weapon overhaul only on PC?
The main reason is that it is a big chunk of work that we need to make sure it works properly before we release it in its full scale. Therefore, the early access on Steam, it's perfect perfect opportunity to try to let it out, see how it works out there, see what the people say about it, gather a serious amount of data, evaluate it, tweak it along the way, and in the next update with the full release, it will be properly ready. I'm not saying it's not functional. It is functional now. It is the very like the gist of it. Why we're doing it. It's already there, but there is still room for improvements in certain aspects, slight tweaks, slight polishes and all that. We have already we have a couple of things already in mind. It's already basically in progress even, but we want there. To say it in another way, we changed a lot of things in the sense of the shooting, the way it behaves, and we want to make sure the changes we made are reflecting our decisions and our aims with that. So when it's in the early access, we will be gathering the data, and through the data we will see if the decisions are actually working, if the changes are working as we expected them and as we want them to work. And just tweak it further, polish it, and there you go. It will be fully baked later on.
I am looking forward to that
Oh,
one.
me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
But
really.
we can expect the overhaul for consoles too, right? This
Oh,
year.
Yes,
for
yes,
sure.
yes,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
That's good to hear. And maybe, you know what, let's, because you have mentioned tweaking based on the reactions from the community, based on the feedback. So what kind of feedback are you as a designer looking for about the weapon overhaul?
Let's say, well, I can say that the most valid, the most constructive for us would be, one of the most constructive things would be if you tell us how it actually feels as a new system. If you would manage to try to forget how it was working before, that would be even more ideal. We are aiming for a coherence, and for the best way for it to work as a standalone system, as a new system. But if you compare it to the system you already know from before, that's valid too. We can work with that also. We were evaluating the differences between those two systems, the old one and the new one as well. So there's a plenty of feedback we can thrive on, even though like you're still remembering the game, and it's valid. I will be thrilled to hear opinion. Even about the edge cases, like if some weapon you liked feels more crappy than it did, or the other way around. Oh, there we go. Knife in action. There's a proper slasher.
Slice
Put him
him.
down.
Now we are amazed. Now we are amazed. So
Oh yeah,
you cannot shoot. Nice, nice.
good job.
So
Yeah.
even a weapon
Yeah, it's-
weapon you liked feels a bit worse, or even the other way around. Weapon that felt bad feels overpowered to you. I would like to hear that feedback. We can cross-reference it with the data that actually tells us how that performs, and the more you tell us, the more we can tweak it. Basically, any type of feedback. The thing is that the edge cases will be the most you will notice them the most, but that does not mean they're not valid or relevant. They are.
You can see more amazing outfits here.
Ooh,
Look at the beard though. Come on.
nice beard.
Lovely.
Once again, points for style.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yes. You cannot kill him like
No,
when he looks like that.
that would be.
Oh, you can try.
Well, you can try, yeah, but he got a machete, so you cannot do anything.
So are we gonna be
Sorry.
nice or are we gonna be mean?
Mean.
Mean.
Go for
Mean?
mean.
Definitely mean.
We're,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
too
yeah.
nice already with
That's
the good knife.
What we
knife
need
party.
to see. Yeah.
Well, let's
mean witchy.
let's have one hefty airdrop.
You know what? The about the feedback that you asked. The more you play the early access, the more data we will have. The more information it will
Nice.
provide for us. So that's another way. Just play. You're gathering heaps of data, tons of data, and the more you play, the more data we will have. The more relevant the data will be.
You know what? Now I'm wondering. You have mentioned like big amounts of data that you will be gathering. Well, hopefully, please do send us your feedback. You can use our subreddit for that. We even have a bug report flare there, or like just discussions, opinions. Feel free to share. But is it possible that we will receive so much feedback that it might even delay the arrival of the weapon overhaul to the console?
Well, anything could happen, right? I think the decisions we made, the changes we made in a way that it should feel very logical. It should be coherent as much as possible, and I think it already really is. So I'm not expecting. I personally, I'm not sure anything could happen, as I said, but I'm not expecting something that would blow up in our faces like that too much. There might be some aspects of the gunplay, some specific weapons that we might tweak in a big way, maybe in the end, but I don't expect any like game changers or, as I said,
Yeah. I would say that we will be working on the bugs or bug fixing on everything after, but we don't think that the delay will be
Yeah.
necessary. So we still are kind of sure that with the full release we are there even for the consoles,
Yeah,
even for,
yeah,
for the full release.
I feel like it's important to say that we've been working on those changes for a long, long time.
Yes, so many
that-
playtests.
Exactly,
Yes.
longer than any of you might even like know, and
Mhm.
hence there is not many reasons for us to
Yeah.
delay such a thing.
and I think it's justified because like it's
They deserve it.
it's half of the game, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So we want to deliver it as soon as possible. So yeah, now we will gather the feedback. We will go according to it, of course, after that. And but we really want to release it like after the early access, also to the consoles
And
the
even
Switches.
from the QA standpoint, it's like completely different two games now.
Yes.
So it doesn't even feel the same, and like switching the one with weapon overhaul and then the consoles it's very different. I really like the weapon overhaul for
Yeah.
that matter,
So
though.
be prepared.
Exactly.
And I think since we are on topic of bug fixes, let's stay on that topic for some time. I also see some questions in the chat about what was fixed this season, and it's rightfully said there that the locked exits on Anakin have been fixed, but also, for example, the invisible houses on Brodalen, and quite some more. We will definitely have a full changelog ready for you tomorrow, because tomorrow is update day. Yep. Get ready for it. It will start at 8 a.m. UTC. So please do not be alarmed if your game crashes. It's just that the servers are down and we are pushing out the update. And you know what? Let's. I know you're playing, but
okay.
sorry to force you to multitask. But maybe can you walk our community through what it means to be a QA tester on the update day? What has to be tested? What is it like for you? And etc.
Strap in.
That's a lot. For update date for us, we are a whole team. It's not just one person. It's more of us, a lot more of us, and we work together on updates. So we cooperate with other departments. There is a lot that goes into it. We have basically, you could say, a checklist of all the things that we need to go through, which, for example, is the whole shelter and all the game modes. We need to go through them together, see if they all work as we intend them to, if all the changes that we've made are properly there. But sometimes things sneak past us. We are still just people, we are still humans. And then things like locked exits or invisible houses happen. It happens. We have no ways of preventing that, but like we are people. We will manage to fix it anyway later. With some it takes more than with others. Fixing some bugs might be a lot more difficult because it involves, for example, multiple departments, and we have to cooperate on that. And to pass it through multiple people sometimes takes a lot of time. Sometimes it's easy fix and we have it in a couple days. But thanks to our lovely devs, we usually have the fixes pretty soon. So about that, I think that's all.
Well, maybe I would like to ask you, because you mentioned that some bugs are harder to fix than others. So why? Basically,
the best
like,
question. Why?
yeah, like what is why are some more trickier than others?
Well, for example, for a lot of bugs, we don't know what the players. If you report a bug through our community managers, we receive the report, we look and examine it and look through it, The thing is, we don't necessarily know all the things that happened prior to the bug. If it's just an invisible house, that's like we will find the specific house and check it ourselves. But if it's, for example, something to do with controls and stuff like that, it's very complicated and challenging for us to figure out what happened there, because we don't have the input from the player, for example. We just have, for example, a recording or stuff like that, which thank you guys for sending us all those reports to our lovely community managers. It's very important and it helps us a lot. But I will state that with this, the more information that we receive, the better. It's easier for us to look for and easier for us to fix later. So the more the merrier.
I would say it's also good to maybe, when you're sending us the recordings, to have a little bit what happened before the bug.
Yes.
What you did, if you maybe opened crates before that, or
Yeah.
if you equipped a specific weapons or not. Right? That can have
Yes,
an impact.
absolutely.
Every piece of information is relevant. Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Even if it doesn't seem like it.
for example, oh, I jumped 3 times and then I couldn't move.
Yeah.
That's also like a piece of information that might actually very much help us. But even like reproducing some of the bugs is very challenging, because it's a video game. The repro is not 100%. So if I achieve something one time, it doesn't matter, I will achieve it another time. And then we are to like repeating the same thing over and over and over in like 5 people.
Trying to jump 3
Yeah, trying
times.
to do it.
Still nothing
Trying
happens, no
to-
freezing.
Exactly, timing all the
Mm.
pressing of the buttons and stuff like
I
that. It's
remember
not easy.
Yeah, I remember there was one bug like 3 years ago or something. It happened to me just once, and the recording just didn't work just there.
Yep.
And I knew it was there, and I didn't see it for a year and a half, maybe. And I was trying like constantly, like on every playtest. Like I was at this place, I was wearing this stuff. I was had this equipped, and didn't occur for a year and a half. And for another year later, maybe something like that, it just occurred again. And randomly, it was sorted out and didn't even get out. But it was crazy. It was. I was doubting myself. Did I even like see the bug? Really? Was it real, or did I dream it? It was so confusing, but it was there. for sure.
And that's why we record most
Yeah.
of our day.
Yeah.
We have the recording on for majority of the day, or at least I do, because exactly things like these happen. And if you don't record the session, how will you be able to share it with someone? For
That's it.
example, any of our devs, we need to tell them what exactly happened and how did it happen. And for a dev, it might be one simple look and like, yeah, I know why that happened. I know how to fix it. I'm on it. But for some, it's, okay, so I did this 3 steps and then this happens, but I'm not sure it's like it works together, or maybe it does. Who knows? And then the reproduction is a lot harder.
And I think maybe we can queue up
I will.
for another, maybe elimination.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
do elimination.
okay.
It will be fun.
Yeah, and you know, bugs are interesting because, of course, you don't want them in the game, but sometimes some people actually enjoy those bugs that are in the game. And one of those bugs that had kind of a mixed reaction were the locked exits on Anakin, because I distinctly
yes.
remember that some members of our community and the dev team sometimes actually enjoyed this little bit of a mix-up of having the exits locked. So, you know what? Feel free to join in, chat. Let us know what you think, if you preferred with locked exits or without. And guys, what do you think about it? Locked or unlocked?
They were all locked, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay,
prefer
that's interesting.
just few of them unlocked, because sometimes it's very stressful and you don't have much time. And I really, sometimes I don't like to solve the puzzles and stuff, but sometimes yes. So for me, it's really good to have an option for it, but it's still a nice bug feature thing, I guess. For some people, it's really challenging. So I understand that some people in our community really enjoy that. And
Yeah,
even the devs. I get it.
Yeah, it's even I like it too. I like when some of them are closed and some of them are open.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have the levels are so nicely made by our level designers that we can actually if we can think about maybe actually have some patterns. Like if we leave like one exit open and the other locked, and it will be the one of the exits like hard to get to, it might like bottleneck and the players in and might create a. Well, it feels more like a separate game mode actually. But yeah, we can work with that maybe in the future. But yeah, to have them all locked, it seems a little bit hardcore, but it's a nice challenge, I think, from time to time.
I am a fan of the exits, very much so.
Locked.
Locked
Oh
exits.
yeah, locked
Exits.
exits. I think it was a.
When I see one, I just go
I'm
there.
playing.
I'm
Come
a fan
on.
of exits.
I am in the middle of
Headshot,
elimination. Yeah.
She's
but
speaking and a headshot.
Oh.
well, thank you, but it's okay.
Okay, but it was really
Um,
nice.
I mean,
first
we were
one.
already done. I like the locked exits because I think it was a nice Easter egg. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be the first person to realize that, like, oh, this is a map I went 100 times and now, oh, it's all locked. What happened? I think that might be like
But
a little caught you off guard, but
It can also be very challenging for a newcomer.
yeah,
Because
might
like you go
be.
there and oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I'm out of time. Oh my god, I'm stressed. Oh my god, there
Yeah.
are people. Oh my god.
I suppose so. But on the other hand, I think if it would be like announced mechanic, I think it would be nice to take it as a challenge, for example.
Do you know
they are
what? On the
fast.
topic of feedback, Filip, I have to say we are getting an absolute gold mine of a feedback in the chat right now. A lot of people sharing their opinions about the locked exits. Some are saying that they hate it, they never go there with all them locked, which I myself personally agree very much. It is stressful, as Zorka said before. Some people saying one exit should be locked, but randomly.
Yeah, that would be really nice too.
There's
And
a number of
we even had a
approaches, yeah.
suggestion that
Or one should be unlocked randomly.
okay.
I would take that.
Yeah.
And we even see that it should be openable with a knife.
That's all right. That's a bold.
No.
With a machete.
The
With a
mach-
machete.
only
With the
the-
machete.
Yeah,
How,
only
how
with
are
the
you gonna
barracuda,
start
yeah.
the boat with a machete, though?
No, you didn't like starting the engine with a machete instead of a key.
Ouch.
You just show it. Like
That
it's really
hurts.
nice machete, you know. Just,
I mean, yeah, you just get the
open
captain
exit, just
and be
open,
like,
please open.
"This
I
is my
get
boat
really
now."
nice machete and the outfit, you know. Open.
You can do it. I believe in you.
oh no, we have the last person
You can
standing.
do it. I believe in you. Heck yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, that's a shame, but that was close.
Uh-huh.
This one was definitely close, I would say.
And funny thing is, all the people that are playing with us now are our lovely devs and QAs. They all joined for this playtest today.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Yeah.
This is
Thank
the
you
moment
all.
of fame for you. We love you. And thank you for joining us.
And
for
then
th-
don't
for this
kill
game.
her. Let her team win.
Just once.
That's
Just
like,
once. Yeah.
Not sure I
So
deserve
for
that.
the second time, please.
Be good on yourself. Why would you deserve that?
I must say that switching from the consoles to the PC again and again is getting significantly harder. As one gets you get used to one type of controllers and then you switch and then good luck, because that hurts even me.
And I have to say props to you for playing and answering a
yeah,
lot of,
it's really
lot of
good. And you
questions
still
because
can like do the
Nah.
headshots during
Not sure
Even
about
without
that.
headphones,
during
I
talking. Yeah,
realize
it's like really amazing.
wow.
We are amazed.
At least
I think maybe let's circle back from the bug fixes, which you are mostly answering, and give you some time so you can carry the team to victory, you know?
Yes.
And you know what? This will be more of a, this will be a little bit of a step to the side, as you say. But let's just go with the flow. Haha, sorry. The nautical theme has been doing a number on me. But basically, as we have already mentioned, and we have mentioned it even before this stream, this update is smaller than we are used to. It's not as filled. But this is not just because of the PC port. It's basically because some of the features, we are not able to finish them in the span of the sprint, as we call it, which is the 3 months that we work on the future season. But it basically it takes longer. So what are some of the bigger features that we can look forward to this year? Maybe let's
Definitely the
Have a
weapon
refresh.
overhaul, even for the consoles. then crossplay, and then we are also working on the AKVN map for the encounter. And that's maybe all I can share right now. Of course, we will have really nice assets and everything again. So yeah, so like
Okay.
be prepared for the next seasons.
Okay, so Zorka didn't want to share too much, but maybe we will succeed in forcing Filip to breadcrumb us a little bit with a little bit of a sneak peek on what's to expect in the season 20 and 21, which are the seasons that are awaiting us still in this year. So can we give maybe the players a little bit of a sneak peek on the theme, just a little something something?
Next season.
Yeah, we can
I
say
mean,
maybe
I don't know.
The
Oh, no,
company
we can
secrets.
badass.
say-
It's gonna be badass.
It's gonna be badass.
Really badass.
It's gonna be badass,
Yeah,
and
badass
and it's
military.
going to be oriented more to the military
yes,
side of things.
Yes. We are already
Yes.
working on that, and
Yes, it's
it's
in
really,
progress.
really, really nice.
It's
Really.
gonna be pumped up.
Yes.
It's gonna blow your minds.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing season 20 military.
Yeah,
Mm.
more military.
Badass.
Definitely badass. Definitely more military more specifically military oriented than this one.
Uh-huh.
And apart from the difference between this one and the next one, well, I can clarify that the next season will contain a firearm already.
Yeah.
And the reason behind the fact that this season does not contain a firearm, just a cool knife, if I might say so, just this cool one. The reason is that bringing a new weapon, new firearm to the project seems like may seem like a simple job, basically, since we tend to do it every update nearly, but given the big chunk of work that weapon overhaul and the PC port we had on our table, it was decided that to ease the pressure of the development, we just left out the firearm apart for the next season and focus on completion of the weapon overhaul and the PC board, because it was a crazy process, I might add. It's the first time I experienced something like that, firsthand in game development, like porting a project to PC. It's a roller coaster with elephants. It's really juggling with the fireballs, and I think the team did a great job managing that, because it felt and it looked really really immense. Like we basically had to split the thing in two, take the one part and move it somewhere, which was to some other area which was distinctively different, and then we tweaked the first one, the second one, then these two were different, then transfer the first one, tweak it before, and always like updating in the process, and it was really mind-blowing. So I eventually very quickly accepted that, like, because from the first the first time I heard that, well, we might not be releasing the weapon, it might be wiser to, I was like, what? We should, that doesn't make any sense. Then and then the next day that I realized it's really, it's a wise choice. It was a wise choice.
Thank you so much for for answering this one. I have to say, guys, I have put them a little bit on the spot with this one, but I wanted to let a little bit known about the future seasons, and
Oh,
Ah,
nice. I do not believe that, though. The team, you are
Good job.
awesome. Thank you very much. You pulled that off.
You helped.
I helped. I was the mascot. But yeah, even for like a QA standpoint, we basically had 2 separate projects running, which was a lot. It still is a lot, but
It's
now
twice
it's
as much as we
yeah,
are
it's
used
twice
to.
as
so-
much as work for the same amount of people. The team is basically the same for both projects or project. and I think that it was very challenging for us at times. Yeah,
That's mildly said, yeah. But it's true. It's true.
but hey,
Was
we
challenging.
managed. Of course we managed. We are great, but but it was challenging for sure. And there were definitely some people that were more focused on some type of or on the PC port or on the console on the console build. So it was definitely something to experience.
Wouldn't be possible if the team didn't work as a team.
Yeah,
There was a real test this one. So
very much so.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of challenges, maybe I can just recap a little bit what's in front of us, because we have an especially challenging week this week, because tomorrow there is an update day. We are releasing the new season, and the day after we are releasing the PC version. So, yeah, how do you feel? Are you ready, kids?
Yes.
ready as I'll ever be.
Yes.
It will be interesting 2 days in a row. That will be a lot. I think we will all have a party on first day.
Yeah, definitely.
To celebrate it
Yeah, we have to
together.
have party. Yeah, we have to have it.
Either way it goes, we will definitely celebrate. It was a lot to pull off. I think we are all proud on what we achieved.
Yeah.
And
Or
we
at
really
least I hope.
achieved it. We are there. Like
Yeah.
it's really
It's
it's
just
amazing. Like after
It's-
all those months, years, and everything. Like I'm very proud of the team. Like it's
Like I hope
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
gonna say anything I cannot, but like the PC port has been going on for quite some time.
yes.
For more than a year basically,
Yeah.
even more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that we are here now and we can actually play the game, and it's a piece of work that we can enjoy and play test, and hopefully soon show to you guys, is very
Feels good.
heartwarming. Yeah.
So let's just have a little more of a recap before we start the closing remarks. We will be releasing tomorrow the new season, so that's May 15, and the PC will be released on May 16, and it will be on Steam. If you don't have it wishlisted,
Make
Do
a
it.
wish.
make a wish.
Make a
Exactly,
wish.
thank you. And it will be 1999. There will be a vibe after the full release, so only the contents of the reinforcements pack will remain. It will be PC only during the early access, but we will add crossplay later on, with the option to opt in or opt out, as was requested by our community. And if you have any questions, either go on our website, check out our FAQs, or on the day of the release, so May 16, please join us again for another stream, which will be purely PC themed. So get your questions ready, and hopefully share your thoughts with us about the game. Thank you. And of course, if you're a content creator, do go to our Lurk It, please. We would like more Vigor content. Yay!
Of course we would.
Yes.
And we have one last shootout for us.
Ooh, yes, we have a shootout going. So, any closing remarks?
Oh,
You
I have to add regarding the. Oh, that was great. Regarding the season's theme, don't forget to check out the premium pack.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think this is one of the finest we've done. Oh yes, please do check it out. It's worth it.
And of course there will be also events during this season. So
Oh yeah.
just prepare for that also.
Oh.
'Cause it's gonna be really nice outfits too.
We wanna see you in the Outlands, definitely.
Yeah.
And I can see one amazing suggestion, or a question: will you all be wearing prom outfits for that stream? Which I mean, probably not, because we already did something very similar. Check out our Tommy Awards stream, please.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if that's not prom energy, I don't know what is.
Oh, that's true. I might wear the
We
same
can
thing.
ask our colleagues who's gonna be on the stream if they want to wear it. We can ask them. Like, I
ask we
think
can, yeah.
they probably say no, but we can still ask them.
But we can wear whatever we like, right? So
Yes,
we
yes,
can
of
just
course.
dress up for ourselves.
Yeah.
But keep
I'm-
in mind, we are a game dev company. We usually come to work in sweatpants.
What?
Oh yeah,
Never,
you would be
never.
surprised.
visually our
That
dresses,
doesn't
of course.
include me, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, the Prcat it is then.
yeah.
Oh, Vigor is
You know
That's
what,
what
your
we call-
shirt, would you mind as a little treat in the end? Would you explain what is that on your shirt?
Yeah, because you have it on every single stream
almost.
where
yeah,
you are.
almost.
Yeah.
It's what's the word in English?
I don't think you can say that
No,
here.
not that word, but the word
Don't
for
say it out loud,
it's
please.
realia. Like it's a thing. It's
Lore, maybe.
yeah, it's a joke from a Czech movie, from a Czech film, Pelíšky.
Cozy
it's-
dances.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
cozy
translation.
dance.
It's
Really,
that's
really?
translation.
Yeah.
They are streaming it, so
It's
Yeah,
on.
that's
I think it was even on Netflix. And
yeah,
stuff.
yes,
Yeah,
it
nice.
was, it was.
It's great.
It
It's
is.
one of the greatest Czech films. Yeah, and it's just basically it's a joke from there.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Mhm.
Check the film out.
And I see that even though we have mentioned it already, Zorka, you did, but we see a repeated question: what can console players look forward to for the rest of the year? So would you mind repeating it a
Alright,
little bit?
so
Sorry
let's
to put
go
you
again.
on the spot once again, but
Okay, so
let's go through
of
it.
course,
Drum roll,
as
please.
we already spoke about the weapon overhaul, then the crossplay, and also we are currently working on new on the IKV map, the mode for the encounter. Yeah,
amazing.
so those things and maybe more.
Thank you.
Just stay tuned.
So how is that shootout going so far?
Oh, hard. The one thing about streaming is that they are very close to a monitor and can actually like see it in very well, right? I am sitting like meter and a half from a monitor, and now
With no headphones
oh
on.
no headphones, and now I switched from PC to console, which is painful on its own. So yeah, this will not be summoning of Witchy the Killer. Definitely not for me today.
We can
But
still chant or something.
yeah, exactly.
I think at some point
make
we'll
it
just
fun.
have to make like a behind the scenes kind of video, like because the setup can get a little bit crazy because
Oh,
there are so
yeah.
many monitors. I think I have touched up on it during one of those previous streams, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm not ignoring this chat on YouTube. I just lost it. There's 5
Exactly.
monitors, and then I got told off for it. But like, yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but it can happen with the amount of monitors.
Oh, of course.
Oh no.
And that's our lovely producer.
Yeah,
Hello
yeah,
there.
Hi.
Our producer.
Wait, who was that?
Ras.
Ras.
Oh, that was
Ras
Ras.
just killed
Hi.
her. Okay.
But they are definitely not stream sniping me, right?
Oh
Right?
no! You
No.
wouldn't dare to think that.
I mean, I would, but
Your dear colleagues, not picking on you. Look at them.
oh, there you go again.
Another headshot.
Ras
It was
again.
pure love.
5 kills in a row.
But he has
He's
a
really
skill.
good.
I will
Yeah,
give
yeah,
him that.
he's
oh,
really
he
good.
does. Even though he
He knows
does
how
not
to play
admit
it.
it.
It's very funny the amount of playtests that we managed in the past, like
Mhm.
half a year. It's crazy. We
Yeah.
playtest basically every week, multiple times, which is a lot. So some devs got some skill now.
Even if they don't want them.
Mm.
The amount of time, that's indisputable.
Sniping from the roof. What the hell? How dare you? I mean, I want to know: are you the happy camper, or are you the running around and killing everyone, a murder hobo, for example? Because I am a happy camper. I've always been. This game is just more and more challenging me
I'm
to
doing
not
it
do, but
differently. I'm
Me
just
too, I
running
switch it up.
around
Yeah.
and getting killed.
Oh,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is that is an interesting
also
approach.
Yeah,
strategy.
so headshots everywhere, like on
Yeah,
me.
but,
But like for me, it's really nice to run around and
Even though you learn a lot just by
Yes.
doing that. You do.
Yes.
You do about the map, about the layout, and about the safe spots and all that. So
because when I'm camping, I'm usually there alone and seeing no one. So I'm just camping, and then
Happy camper.
nothing is happening. So I'm gonna run around and like
I learned
confuse other people.
I'm a happy camper by default as well, but I switch it up like every minute or so, and maybe with each death, let's say,
I
with
must say-
with each respawn.
that the weapon overhaul for me made the difference.
Yeah, for me too.
Because like using the same playstyle that I did use is not. It's impossible now. It doesn't succeed or anything, and it's not as pleasant anymore.
Yeah, but the weapon switching,
Oh, yeah.
it is so delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Really feels good.
But I think I really want to know what the players will think
Oh, yeah.
about it once it's out there.
Mhm.
It will definitely involve some getting used to. The hang of it is quite different. But I think that once you realize how it works and how you can operate around in the game, it's a delight to play.
Yeah, but don't forget that even though we reworked the whole system, it still has to be a balanced system. So some guns are gonna be a little bit better than the other ones. Some guns will suit your playstyle better than some other. So it's not that every gun will be a perfect pick for you, like from all of a sudden. It's still a balanced system, so choose your weapon.
But that's what makes it so good.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, in short, we want your feedback.
Oh,
Give it to us.
Please,
Send it to
please.
us in any way possible. Well, after Thursday, of course.
After
So,
Nice.
yeah, I think we have 2 minutes left in the shootout. So, are there any final words? What would you like to impart on our lovely watchers in the chat?
I think
Before we end this.
anything I wanted to say I already said, but I can summarize and repeat. Please try it out as much as you can. Provide as much feedback as you can, even by playing. It's some data we will evaluate. So just by playing, let us know in the chats, in the subreddits, anywhere. Our lovely community managers will gather that. We will see every single piece of feedback. Try to be as constructive as you can, as descriptive as you can, and yeah, that's basically it.
I would just like to thank you for playing the game, for watching us, for giving us the feedback, and really thank you. We love you.
That's true.
Yes. And I think we will see you out there tomorrow
In
and
the Uplands.
on the 16th. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Oh, last man
So,
there.
yeah, thank you, everyone. We have big days in front of us, and thank you for being on this journey with us, because as we've already said, and I keep reiterating over and over again, we couldn't do it without you. So keep the feedback coming, even the negative one,
Yeah.
as long as it's constructive. Keep it coming. Don't be alarmed once the servers shut down tomorrow, because it will happen at 8 a.m. UTC once again, and we will definitely let you know once they are back up again. So follow our socials, please. You can also head to the Steam to wishlist before the release of the PC on Thursday. And yeah, thank you so much, and see you in the Outlands.
See you
Goodbye.
guys.
See ya. Thank you.